I'll invite the trainers.
As we pass out these young men, first of all, allow me to welcome you warmly to Namiryango College on this special day as we celebrate the completion of this very enriching patriotism training program that we have had for 1 week. Today's pass out ceremony not only marks the end of a week-long training, but also the beginning of a lifelong journey of discipline, unity, and committed service to our motherland, Uganda. We want to thank the government of Uganda for the privilege to the boys of the college to undergo this well-deserved training that instills values. The virtues got from this training are going to be very good pillars in our lives from today onwards. And as a school, we shall not cease to remind the boys about Kaguta Museveni for having come up with such an enriching program that is supporting the growth of the young men of this country. We also thank the President for having picked the guest of honor to work closely with him. He's our OB and always celebrate the OBs that work with the fountain of honor of this nation. We thank him for that, and we are happy he's the one who has been sent to the college. Yes, the love he exhibited to the wesomero of Namiryango College. Allow me to thank the Commissioner in charge of the Patriotism cause, Madam Helen Seku. We gave contact to him and requested that he comes and give us this training. And she immediately said yes. We thank her for an immediate yes she gave to Namiryango College. She did not stop at that. She came and gave us almost a day of training. Our regards to her, Mr. IC. We also want to thank you, Assistant Commissioner, Mr. Richard Wamgisha. We thank you not only for coming today, you've been here with us, you've given us a talk, and all that we shall live to celebrate, we shall live to apply. Our CC, that gentleman in the blue suit, Mr. Okello, Afando Okello, we thank you very much. You have exhibited during this 1 week training. We shall forever remember you at Namiryango College, and we pray that even when you have the next training, you are still the same person that is sent to the college.
For this, we did all that we could. The rest we left to God. And I'm happy that it has been fully fulfilled. So we thank God for this beautiful day. I also want to thank His Excellency the President, who is the brain behind what we are witnessing today. This program started in 2009 at the initiation of His Excellency the President. Since then, we have trained close now to 1 million Ugandans. So that is a huge success, and we must commend and thank the person behind the idea, but also behind the funding of the program, and that is none other than the President. I also Commissioner Seku Helen she's a hard worker. She has really made us move. Every day you're on the road going to a certain school to either train or pass out. And in a period of 2 years, we have trained the number 3 times the numbers that have been trained in a period of over 15 years. So I really want to thank her for a job well done. In the same vein, I want to thank the administration of Namiryango. We did not trespass, we are officially invited. So thank you for being a good leader, for wishing these people well. You may not have benefited as a person, but when they benefit as a father, you have benefited. So thank you for inviting us to come and have a word with these people. Because I believe what they learned may go a long way with them. They may not have picked everything, but at least some of the things they picked may make them better Ugandans. Later, thank you so much for a job well done. He was always calling me day and night. I want you at Namilyango. He was not using the word I request. He said, I want you. Sir, I came. Thank you so much for the harassment.
But also representing the RDC, Ajati Ndisaba Fatuma, who was invited, but unfortunately there were other engagements, so she requested us to come and represent her, together with my colleague, Hassan Mwanje, who is the Assistant RDC for Mukolo District. Honorable Minister, we are very glad to be here. A good environment that we have been able to undertake all the activities without interruption. We have not had any casualty, and we really want to thank God for that. I want to thank His Excellency the President, the Chief Patriot, for the visionary leadership and for initiating this program that has gathered us today here. I want to inform the students that one of the core objectives of this patriotism is to instill loyalty in the students who are future leaders. I want to specify that actually the students here have displayed that loyalty to Uganda. We want to thank you very much. This loyalty champions the country's peace and unity and development above tribal, religious, and personal differences. We want to thank you very much and congratulate all of you for completing this patriotism course and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. I don't want to take much time.
For this, we did all that we could. The rest we left to God. And I'm happy that it has been fully fulfilled. So we thank God for this beautiful day. I also want to thank His Excellency the President, who is the brain behind what we are witnessing today. This program started in 2009 at the initiation of His Excellency the President. Since then, we have trained close now to 1 million Ugandans. So that is a huge success, and we must commend and thank the person behind the idea, but also behind the funding of the program, and that is none other than the President. I also Commissioner Sekuhene she's a hard worker. She has really made us move. Every day you're on the road going to a certain school to either train or pass out. And in a period of 2 years, we have trained the number 3 times the numbers that have been trained in a period of over 15 years. So I really want to thank her for a job well done. In the same vein, I want to thank the administration of Namiryango. We did not trespass, we are officially invited. So thank you for being a good leader, for wishing these people well. You may not have benefited as a person, but when they benefit, as a father, you have benefited. So thank you for inviting us to come and have a word with these people. Because I believe what they learned may go a long way with them. They may not have picked everything, but at least some of the things they picked may make them better Ugandans. Later, thank you so much for a job well done. He was always calling me day and night. I want you at Namilyango. He was not using the word I request. He said, I want you. Sir, I came. Thank you so much for the harassment. This parade normally takes a year, but these people, the instructors, where are you? Please don't hide your good. For you participated, you did not die, you were not injured. Keep it up. In life, it's about struggling. Endure, but at the end of the day, you finish, and it's a graduation like today. So it's a lesson to learn that you sweat today, but tomorrow you enjoy. So honor is really to inculcate in these people a spirit of love. Because patriotism is about love. Love for yourself, love for your family, love for the community, love for Uganda, and love for Africa. That is what we really take. On day 1, and it had to take 7 days. It shows you that patience pays. You may not have to achieve it on day 1. You have to be patient. That's why you are not at university right now. That's why you are not the chief guest today. You be patient and work hard. Time will come when you will be what you want. Of recent, we have a population of young people who are very angry about everything. But they say, a better Uganda, a better Uganda. But of course there are things you should be careful with, like the group from martial arts. Those tactics are very dangerous. Please don't apply them anyhow. That your father has told you there is no school fees and you apply such tactics. Be very careful. It's called self-defense. So if there is nothing to defend, please don't apply it. Today is not my day to speak because I had a day with you. I want...
Now, patriots who we are honored to pass out today. I never had a chance to be a teacher. It's gamble. I would like to thank the Secretariat of the Patriotism Corps for choosing my school for this exercise. I do not know what you are taking from this, but the correct starting point is for you to decide that this is for you, first and foremost. In 3 ways. The Patriotism Secretariat has identified you You have been identified because you qualify. Number two, you have been equipped. In this 1 week, you have been equipped. If you were like a gun without bullets, now you have bullets. You are equipped. If you were like a car without fuel, now you have fuel. The question now remains, having identified you, having equipped you, where will you be deployed? Is it not true, Mr. Owaro, equipping them, you need to deploy them? Why were you identified? You were identified because you represent the future of our country. The Uganda of tomorrow is not going to be the Uganda in which I grew up. I was born long ago, 1967. You can add okugalawo. But it is important that I was born at that time because I'm here to share with you what the Uganda of that time was. It was very difficult for many children to live beyond 5 years. It is known as infant mortality because of the 6 killer diseases that you know. I think there are now more than 6. We used to write on the ground. And if a strong wind came, you must find a way of guarding what you have written with your little chest. Then the teacher would come with a long stick and give you a long tick in case you have got the answer right, and write in his book. And then you are given the result of your test. There is no record of what you have written. The exercise book was half an exercise book. That is the environment in which we live. Politically, the year I was born, the Constitution of Uganda had been overthrown. And a new constitution had been written. And the constitution was only discussed and approved by a few people. When I was 4 years old, a military officer overthrew the civilian government. That was Idi Amin, who many of you may only hear about. I was 4 years old when he came into power. And for the next 8 years, he was in charge. Sometimes the schools would be closed so that children can go and witness a firing squad in the open ground. That is the Uganda in which we grew up. Some of us saw them live. And then our Ugandans came, supported by the Tanzanians. So as you are preparing to sit P7, that is now 1980. There's a lot of chaos. An election is held, and some people did not agree with the results. The current president, he declared that nothing can be achieved through an election. So with 27 guns and a few comrades, they announced to the government that we are coming to remove you by force. And they went about it with a lot of seriousness. Many people died, and I wish the Patriotism Secretariat should show films of what really happened. This year I went to the place where the Battle of Kembogo was fought. That was the turning point. Those who fought there were half naked, so if you kill someone, then you get their uniform and you wear. You may only carry a panga. If you manage to get somebody dead, then you pick their gun. That is how their guerrilla army grew. From the books that have been written by those who were there, including President Museveni, they had the support of the people. That is why you were chanting, Viva Wananchi wa Uganda. This patriotism is about the people. It is not about worshipping an individual. It's not about worshipping a political party. Without the people. And no political party can thrive without the people. So put the people at the center and your patriotism will be aligned. Now, as I'm about to turn 18, those people who had gone to the bush arrived in Kampala with guns blazing. And those who were in power had to run for their lives. I was around, and many of them were young like you. Many of them were younger than you, 9 years old, 10 years old. Why did they choose to go to the guerrillas in the bush? Because they had no homes. Some of them, their parents were killed. I hope, therefore, that this patriotism session will teach us about our history so that we don't repeat it. I don't want you to live in the Uganda in which I grew up. Because of that war in the Luwero Triangle, in order to go to my home in Gulu, Lira, then Gulu, because the Bombo Luwero Road was impassable. It was a battlefield. So I expect that during this session you have learned a bit about our history. Not for entertainment, but so that you make a resolution that you will do everything possible so that Uganda does not go back. That is to let you know that the history of this country has been written on our backs, and that includes our head teacher, because he was also part of that history. It has been difficult to rebuild Uganda. We now have a constitution that was written by people who were elected by the people. But you can come back. And we will persuade the government to pay your fees when you come back. That would be my advice to the president. Because the best part is that you are not just going to join the army because you have nothing else to do. That's not how to be a good soldier. When you say, Biganye, so let me go to the Maje. I don't want that to be the way you join the army. I want you to choose from a young age We are going to discuss that with the headmaster. We are going to discuss that with the Minister of Defense and also the Chief of Defense Forces. There should be an opportunity for those who really have shown an inclination to a military life. Because being in the army is about life. It is not part-time, it is full-time. Imagine you go away for 1 year, qualify as a soldier, you come back and sit in the class, you go to university, then you can go and even do a cadet course. Isn't that interesting? These are ideas that we have got to discuss. Why? Because warfare has changed. You know, the warfare started with people boxing each other. Then they learned to throw stones to extend their arms. Then they got spears. Now they have machine guns. They even have missiles, now drones. The wars of the future may be fought by robots. Be done. In the past, there were those who were allowed to sit P7 exams while in P6. There were those who were allowed to sit S4 exams while in S3. There were those who were allowed to sit S6 exams while in S5. And it was okay. Some of us, we jumped so many classes in primary school. Those days it was allowed. But now, I think it's a different story. I end by thanking the Patriotism Secretariat. I got the letter of Helen Seku, but today I had a very busy schedule. I'd forgotten about it. They are not very popular people because they make you do things you don't like to do. The parade was beautiful. And the gun. You people have really stolen all the UPDF songs. You definitely know how to play those music. I am very, very much impressed. And the orders, the commands. I can tell you, we went to Chankwanzi for a fairly long time, but we did not perform even 30% like you. I can tell you, the honorables, you would say attention, then they do this. You say at ease, then they do this. So you wonder. And we know you must start with the left. They tell you, march forward, they put the right foot forward. After being told that, you start by the left. The fact that you people have done this in just about 7 days and you have done it perfectly. I hope there are some awards for star performance.
Hardworking people, dependable Ugandans to take on the future after us, people who are trustworthy and honest. We have emphasized the word integrity. Uganda is just falling apart because of occupants in offices without integrity. In our the other side, we would say we have wrong personnel in right offices. Which was during your age, or their age, we shall have right people, right personnel in the right offices. We thank you for sparing the time to come and meet us. Take the message. Patriotism should continue. Our Church Commissioner, we enjoyed Madam Seku. He was their age. When he was dealing with them, I started hearing these words like, Gumite. And I said, okay, that is your age, and this whole group
that they are vomiting. So gratitude that we, the students of Namiryango College, stand before you today to share a few remarks in our 1-week patriotism ideological development training. First and foremost, I want to extend our sincere appreciation to His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the Chief Patron of Patriotism in Uganda, for his continued commitment to promoting patriotism, national unity, responsible citizenship, and ideological development among the youth of Uganda. We also sincerely thank the Commissioner of the National Secretariat for Patriotism for bringing this important program to Namiryango College. This has been a valuable opportunity for us to learn, reflect, develop a deep understanding of our responsibilities as young Ugandans. Special appreciation goes to our course coordinators, Afande Okelo Patrick, CI Afande Sechigere Ibrahim, Afande Mugoya, Afande Sekamate Ben, Afande Ediga, Afande Johnson in charge of data, for that tremendous work they have done throughout the program. Your commitment, discipline, guidance have made this training meaningful and memorable for us. We also thank the school administration of Namiryango College for accepting and supporting this program. Since this was our first time participating in such a training, we were initially not sure what to expect. However, the experience has been transformative. We did not expect was how much we would become physically active. At the beginning, we did not know that we would be running to attend different activities. Through the drills, parade exercises, however, we have learned the importance of discipline, punctuality, teamwork, endurance, and following instructions. We are particularly grateful for the opportunity to interact with different ideological facilitators, the National Secretariat for Patriotism, lessons, training. We interacted with different facilitators, starting with our dear Commissioner, Madam Helen Seku, who talked about attitude and mindset management, responsibility towards ourselves, our school, our community, and our country at large. We have learned that patriotism begins with small actions, respecting one another, protecting public property, working hard, acquiring knowledge, obeying lawful authority, appreciating our diversity, and contributing positively to society. We have also learned the value of discipline through drills and parade. These activities have taught us that achieving national development requires individuals who are disciplined, committed, and ready to work together. Few challenges. As students, we had to adapt to new programs, which included intensive activities such as drills, parade, which were challenging at the start. We also believe that there are areas where future programs can be improved to make them even more beneficial to students. As we conclude, we'd like to make a few recommendations. 1. Joint training programs. We recommend that the future training programs involve several schools together. Since Namiryango College is a boys' school, joint programs with schools such as Uganda Matters Namugongo, Gayaza High, Mount St. Mary's Namabunga, St. Mary's College Isubi, and other schools, which could provide students with opportunities to interact, share experiences, and develop a stronger sense of national unity. Recommendation number 2, on Kiswahili. We recommend that more Kiswahili can be incorporated into the programs, particularly in activities such as national and patriotic songs and anthems. This could help promote Kiswahili as a language of regional integration and African identity. Stronger career guidance. We recommend that career guidance be given greater prominence with more accomplished professionals from different fields who can be invited to speak to students about their careers, experiences, opportunities, and challenges. Better advanced planning. We recommend improved planning and communication before the programs begin so that students and the school can prepare adequately for all activities. Visits to the Secretariat. We recommend that students be given an opportunity to visit the National Secretariat for Patriotism. Such a visit would help us better understand its work, programs, our sincere gratitude to everyone who made this training possible. To our facilitators, instructors, coordinators, we thank you for your patience, commitment, and guidance. To our school administration, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to participate. And to our fellow students, we encourage each one of us to put into practice what we have learned. Let patriotism not end with training. Let it become part of our daily lives. Let us love our country through our actions. Let us respect one another. Let us seek knowledge. Let us remain disciplined. Let us work hard. Let us protect the unity and peace of Uganda. And let us use the opportunities before us to build a better future for ourselves and our nation. Long live Namilyango. Long live the youth of Uganda. Long live Uganda for God and my country. Thank you.
We follow our bishops and priests because we know they are following Jesus, isn't it? For those who are Christians. The day my bishop stops following Jesus, I must automatically part company. So before I follow you, I must know who you are following. One day the president said, Julius Nyerere is the greatest African. Therefore, we can conclude that he follows the teachings of Mwalimu Julius Nyerere. So before you follow anyone, try to figure out who they are following. After all, none of us is just walking from scratch. Now, therefore, it's my honor, in the name of the founder of this National Patriotism Program, which is implemented by the National Secretariat of the Patriotism Corps, I hereby declare that you are passed out as patriots who have qualified and successfully completed this course. Congratulations. Thank you, Honorable Minister, Chief Guest. We have 10 students that excel in different areas, and allow me to invite the first student who excelled in leadership in the name of Mugisha Raymond, Senior 5 Arts. Please, on your name, innovation. I do not know what he innovated, but he has excelled there. Senonjo Innocent. In the area of time management, we have Katumba Matthew. Senonjo Innocent, on the count of 3, if you're not here, I invite Katumba Matthew
who excelled in managing time. We clap for them. Katumba Matthew should be followed by Mazira Lucas, Senior 3, South, who was the best student in class. The best student in the lectures was Mazira Lucas, the young man that led us into a prayer here. After the departure of Katumba Matthew, we invite in Rab Hadley Urwit, the only parade commander who did his job very well this afternoon. Urwit should be followed by the YC, Bojo Peter. Urwit is Form 5 Science B, the parade commander. He is YC, Bojo Peter is in Senior 3. Andre Moraro Busta, the OC Moraro is none other than Boom Angel Israel. Yes, we call it OC Moraro, officer in charge. As Guma walks here, I will also invite the best student in the area of resilience, and this is Kato Mark. Thank you. After the departure of Katumba Matthew, we invite in Rab Hadley Urwit, the only parade commander who did his job very well this afternoon. Urwit should be followed by the YC, Bojo Peter. Urwit is Form 5 Science B, the parade commander. He is YC, Bojo Peter is in Senior 3. Andre Moraro Busta, the OC Moraro is none other than Boom Angel Israel. Yes, we call it OC Moraro, officer in charge. As Guma walks here, I will also invite the best student in the area of resilience, and this is Kato Mark. Thank you. Kato Mark should be followed by the best student in the area of discipline. This is Chirunji Matthew. How I pray that these ones are just coming, one of you can come marching the way you are supposed to march to receive an award. I've not seen any of you to feel that. Chirunji Matthew, the best student in the area of discipline, is going to be followed by the best commando, the best self-defense student, and that is none other than Okirol Caesar. Okirol Caesar was the best in the area of self-defense. Okirol Caesar is a senior 5 student. That brings us to the end of